Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. We're back at Fort Greymoor, and to my surprise, it has already been retaken by Imperial soldiers, so we're going to go through it again. It's worth doing. The layout has completely changed. There's some new notes, new goodies. Basically, like, it's a different location. Also, happy American Thanksgiving to all of my viewers. If you're American, I expect you'll be having Thanksgiving dinner later tonight. If you're unlucky, like me, you're one of the people who has been roped into working retail because of Black Friday creep. That's a terrible, terrible thing. It's going to be a bad night. But it's going to be a great morning. In preparation for the feasting, I've already exercised, and I'm going to do one video for today before any of the festivities get going. To my Canadian viewers, I think I have several of you. Well, every Canadian I know in real life celebrates both Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving, so happy second Thanksgiving to all of you. Now, as you can see, the place has been stacked with Imperial soldiers. Problem is, they don't like us being here, so we're going to have to kill them. They aren't particularly strong, but as you can see, there are a lot of them. Far more than there were bandits, so I need to be careful. Do your work. Best trick, I think, is to stay focused, so that the numbers actually drop somewhat steadily. Try and keep it to one guy, so that he goes down. And it happens fast. You know, they aren't leveled. So they're all relatively weak. The worst thing would be to be driven into a corner where they can all wail on you, like it almost happened to me just then. Oh, we've got him almost down to a manageable level. Two-handed to 81, that's something. 5. Victory is yours. Down to 4. And this doesn't negatively impact the Civil War or anything like that. I wouldn't do this if I didn't have to. You'll notice that or you'll remember that I ignored the Stormcloaks in their camp outside Whiterun, but that's because they didn't attack me for running around. These guys will kill you for trespassing in the fort, if you aren't one of theirs. There we go, fight over. And we're going to have lots of cleanup, because I'm pretty sure I can reanimate all of these guys. We'll just start off by stripping all of them. That will definitely over-encumber us, but our horse is right there, so it'll be a very easy offload. Alright, I guess we'll circle back this direction. And you'll notice, too, no crime or anything like that. The Empire is not the government controlled. Here's a pile of dead dudes. Okay. Healed up, so let's get ready to reanimate them. All of them. Is it cruel? Well, maybe. As you've no doubt learned, my lust for XP and any and all skills is boundless. And yes, we can reanimate them. That's good. Conjuration to 72. Delightful. Oh. And he can take another dose, apparently. Neat. I view them as a resource, you know. My own vile practice of the dark arts of necromancy. There he goes. And I know this is a little tedious. We're going to do it for all these guys. I'll probably circle around so I end up back at my horse. I can offload all their gear and then get to the business of clearing out the fort. Sneak to 90. Oh, that's good. Only 10 to go. I don't know if he can take full 3 hits with this or not. He could. And that's good. Make no mistake. More two-handed experience. Those hard fights will get much easier when I get faster. Which will come from using anything other than a two-handed sword. I've been through it over and over again, but I find it best to get my least favorite skills maxed at the outset. Then I don't have to worry about them anymore. Come on now. Sneak attack, come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We can stop always doing this once Conjuration's at 100. That'll speed things along. Yeah, I've said this before too. Some tedium now saves us a lot later. The game will dramatically speed up as different skills are maxed, as different books are read, as my gear improves. I can stop doing all this. Let's go get this straggler off to the left. And let's notice what appears to be an iron ore vein that I missed. Over there on the left. No need to be sneaking out here anyway. No one around to hide from. While my magicka recharges, yes, I did in fact miss an ore vein over here. So let's go take care of that right now. I must have walked right by it the first time. Bizarre. Nothing but ore. That's okay. It's a resource and a valuable one. Let's get right back to training. Oh, come on. Where's my sneak attack? There we go. That is an epic mustache, I have to say. I almost feel sorry removing it from this world. Next gentleman in line. You also don't need to worry about any consequences in the Civil War quest line. You can kill soldiers from either side willy-nilly, as long as you haven't formally joined one side or the other. It doesn't matter at all. Maybe I wanted this fort for myself. Maybe that's why I cleaned out all the bandits. Asshole squatters. Anyway, since I am ultimately siding with the Legion, this is the last time we'll need to clear Fort Greymoor, because we'll never see it under Stormcloak control. However, we will still be back for a certain quest much later in the game, but we won't need to clear the whole fort. Looks like we got 3 bodies left. Then we'll offload all their gear, and then we'll see what the Empire's done with the place. Those bandits certainly had it in a state of disarray, inside and out. Sneak to 91, holla! Conjuration to 73. That's good. That's real good. You see these skills going up? You remember why we do this, even if it is tedious. Only 2 left. You know, the Imperials are supposed to be the racially diverse side, but I'm only really seeing humans. Granted, there are some humans that aren't Nords, but even the Empire doesn't seem too fond of elves or Khajiit or Argonians. Me, or was he a little stronger than the rest? Doesn't matter. Let's go offload. Our work here is done.
You look tired, friend. The Banner de Mer has been...
What time is it? 7:26. We'll start with Ulfberth. We should be able to sell most everything to him. Then we'll have a little bit of food for Elrondere. And then we can probably go ahead and head back.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You're someone who can... the finest weapons and armor.
Okay. 11 Imperial bows and 11 Imperial swords. They're all yours. "11 steel daggers, too. Let's not forget the 11 suits of armor. Huh, she can't take it all after all.
Stay sharp.
That's alright, I bet Elrondere can handle the rest all by himself. Except my 3 iron ores. Those, of course, will get offloaded at Breezehome for use in the next crafting session, whenever that might be.
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know.
I got rid of all the weapons. I have 6 studded Imperial armors left to sell. There are those. Just a touch of
Thank
food.
you very much for your big trust you aren't considering.
Do I have anything else? I don't think so. That's all good. 11 belted tunics. So I do need to quickly run to Belethor if I can. Because he'll buy clothing and nobody else will. Oh, plenty of time. Didn't even really need to sprint, did I?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything's for... Take a look.
I don't have much for you, just 11 tunics. But in the bargain, let's do just check and see if you have anything I need.
Do come back.
And let's do the same with Arcadia. She gave me the last nightshade I needed, so
What's the magic?
unless she reveals
Take a good
soon
look around.
that she
Sure
will
you'll find-
sell
What do you need?
Sabercat teeth,
So you're interested in my potions?
I'm only
and
interested
ingredients?
now in Jazzbay grapes or slaughterfish scales, and she has neither.
Come back anytime if you need a rest.
Okay, we have 3 iron ores to drop off at Breezehome, and then we're ready to head back and
Go cost your fancy
check out the
magic
fort
something
again.
sense.
It'll go faster this time. I don't need to point things out or explore slowly. Just need to see what's new and get all the loot. It normally takes 10 days to respawn, though. I wonder why it happens so fast. It's alright. It means I can get it over with now. I won't have to be checking back to wait for the switch to happen. Back to Fort Greymoor. Once more with feeling. Oh, I should have refreshed my well-rested bonus. In fact, I'm going to load the autosave and do that. Inside Breezehome. Autosaves are so helpful. It gives you one at every area transition, including
Why is this
fast
a big
travel,
meal?
and it keeps
She keeps 3. telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore.
So let's rest an hour. Now we'll head back to the fort. Alright. There we go. Okay. Well, the exterior ought to be clear now. So let's just run inside and see what's changed. In the courtyard, you'll notice the archery targets have been repaired. And there's even a new notice here on the wall. Attention! One of our soldiers came to me last week with an arrow lodged in his leg that he claims came from inside the fort while he was patrolling the walls. When the targets are on the ground, there is no reason an arrow should be loosed that high. Marksmanship is about accuracy, not power, and we don't need to be taking out our own soldier. If I see arrows flying anywhere near that high, the one responsible will be on latrine duty for 1 month. You have been warned. Cool. Let's take that. Let's go over here, still keeping to the inside. Of course, not everything has respawned, but plenty of things have. Oh. I saw a red dot, and it disappeared. What was that, I wonder? I don't know. Smithy is much more active now. You can see there's some Imperial gear over here. There are now horses in the stable. Alright, let's check out the top of the walls. I wonder if there's a soldier hiding back there, where the bandit was earlier. You also see these dummies have been removed, and the Imperial Legion sigil is now flying over the fort. Actual walls have not been repaired. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you don't stand a chance. But you're so brave. Well, we'll circle back and give him the treatment. But in the meantime, let's get his gear. And let's check on the rest of the fort. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Let's check out the back tower. Still clear, although the dummy is gone. I guess the bandits were trying to make it look like there were more of them than there actually were. The Imperials, on the other hand, have the numbers, but their men are weak. Those bandits were significantly stronger than these guys. The higher leveled ones were, anyway. Yes, I brought you back to life just to kill you again. Don't know why I'm sneaking, there's no need for it. Inside this tower, looks like nothing's changed at all. Same thing over here, and down here. Let's just check these palisades, and then we'll sweep the prison in the main zone. Ah, there he is. I knew I'd seen another one. He's outside. Don't you mind, Skippy?
Not so fast! I cannot best you.
No, you really can't. Restoration to 37. And that is going to give me a level up. I'm going to put the point in stamina, and I mentioned I was done hoarding perks. Right off the bat, let's get Novice Destruction. Now, believe it or not, the Novice spell Flames is by far the most magically efficient spell in the entire game in terms of damage relative to magicka consumption. as soon as you get the Novice Destruction perk. So with that in hand, as soon as two-handed is maxed out, the next killing people skill I'm going to go for is Destruction. And I'll supplement it by carrying a one-handed sword. So if I'm out of magic and something needs to die, I can kill it that way. But that'll take the longest, but it will be substantially easier than two-handed was. Because, you know, speed. And then I'll do one-handed, and then I'll do archery, which is actually my favorite. Archery tends to creep up anyway because I kind of have to use it to fight dragons. Well, the prison has been staffed with at least one soldier, maybe more. But you also notice it's been cleaned up. The bear trap is still there, but all the junk is gone, all the corpses are gone. It's basically just, it's not a mess anymore. And down he goes. That door did not relock, but this chest is new. It wasn't here before. Of course, there's nothing that great inside it, but you know, that's okay. It's the chance that counts, I suppose. Chests are always random in these games. Wonder if he's... Oh, there's another soldier. There we go. Come on, bro. You can do better than that, surely. No wonder you guys haven't been able to get the sword perks yet. Oh wait, I do a little healing. That restoration XP is precious. If you had to do it all with healing, I don't know if it would ever get to 100. I mean, it would eventually, but thankfully you don't need to. Our target is 65. That way we can get expert spells, and we can spam Circle of Protection. And then it'll get there pretty quick. Alright. Now let's see about the rest. Oh, the Dead Storm Cloak. Well, naturally he'll get the treatment, but beforehand, this chest has respawned. Little gold, always good. And we can give their Dead Stormcloak prisoner the treatment. He's even weaker. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the Stormcloaks haven't beaten the Imperials. Alright, prison's clear, so let's head to the main zone. There we are doubtless going to have to engage in another pretty large-scale massacre of Imperial soldiers. Now we'll clear this place out the same way. Notice all the new Imperial gear that's appeared over here. These guys are weak enough, I don't even care about being over encumbered to fight them. Me too, bro. Come on.
Son of a...
Okay. Now that we have a moment of calm, you'll notice this room... Well, this was completely different because this was all stocked with good quality Imperial gear. This room, the layout is completely changed. It's a barracks now. We have beds and chests and all kinds of new stuff to look at. Sneak to 92. You gotta love that. Conjuration to 74. Love that too. Two-handed to 83. Love that too. It's been a productive little outing already. Well, let's search this new chest. Potion of extreme healing, iron greatsword. That's all meh, but it's something. You'll notice there's some stuff under these beds, so we kind of gotta carefully make our way around, make sure we find everything. Let's give that second soldier the treatment. Whee! And stay down. Alright. Now this room's pretty well cleared out now, but there is one other new chest. Let's take a look in there. Potions, gold, and arrows. And I almost missed. Looks like a couple of potions stuffed under this bed. And some mead stuffed over under this one. I would like the mead very much, yes. There's another bottle under there. I'm not sure if I can reach it. Without a little judicious application of the console. See, I figure you're supposed to be able to get all this stuff, but it's coded incorrectly. Notice how it's suspended in the air instead of on the ground. Yeah, clipping error. That's what I'm calling it. Now, there will be other instances where there's useful stuff, but you clearly weren't actually supposed to be able to reach it, like hanging moss up near the ceiling, that kind of thing. I won't be using the console to get those. We have not read this one yet. The Wolf Queen, Book 2, by Wogan Jarth. From the pen of the 1st century 3rd era sage Montakai, 3rd era 82, a year after the wedding of his 14-year-old granddaughter, the Princess Potema, to King Mantiarco of the Nordic Kingdom of Solitude, the Emperor Uriel Septim II passed on. His son Pelagius Septim II was made emperor, and he faced a greatly depleted treasury thanks to his father's poor management. As the new Queen of Solitude, Potema faced opposition from the old Nordic houses who viewed her as an outsider. Mantiarco had been widowed, and his former queen was loved. She had left him a son, Prince Bathorg, who was 2 years older than his stepmother and loved her not. But the king loved his queen, and suffered with her through miscarriage after miscarriage until her 29th year when she bore him a son. Sorry for that pause, just finishing my cup of coffee. 3rd era 97. You must do something to help the pain, Potema cried, baring her teeth. The healer Kelmeth immediately thought of a she-wolf in labor, but he put the image from his mind. Her enemies called her the Wolf Queen for certs, but not because of any physical resemblance. Your Majesty, there is no injury for me to heal. The pain you feel is natural and helpful for the birth. He was going to add more words of consolation, but he had to break off to duck the mirror she flung at him. "I'm not a pig-nosed peasant girl," she snarled. "I am the Queen of Solitude, daughter of the Emperor. Summon the Daedra. I'll trade the soul of every last subject of mine for a little comfort." "My lady," said the healer nervously, drawing the curtains and blotting out the cold morning sun, "it is not wise to make such offers, even in jest. The eyes of Oblivion are forever watching for just such a rash interjection." "What would you know of Oblivion, healer?" she growled, but her voice was calmer, quieter. The pain had relaxed. "Would you fetch me that mirror I hurled at you?" "Are you going to throw it again, your majesty?" said the healer with a taut smile, obeying her. "Very likely," she said, looking at her reflection, "and next time I won't miss. But I do look a fright. Is Lord Vakken still waiting for me in the hall?" "Yes, your majesty." "Well, tell him I just need to fix my hair and I'll be with him. And leave us. I'll howl for you when the pain returns." "Yes, your majesty." A few minutes later, Lord Vakken was shown into the chamber. He was an enormous, bald man whose friends and enemies called Mount Vakken, and when he spoke it was with the low grumble of thunder. The queen was one of the very few people Vakken knew who was not the least bit intimidated by him, and he offered her a smile. "My queen, how are you feeling?" he asked. "Damned, but you're looking like springtide has come to Mount Vakken. I take it from your merry disposition that you've been made war chief." "Only temporarily, while your husband, the king, investigates whether there is evidence behind the rumors of treason on the part of my predecessor, Lord Thone." "If you've planted it as I've instructed, he'll find it," Potema smiled, propping herself up in the bed. "Tell me, is Prince Bathorg still in the city?" "What a question, your highness," laughed the mountain. "It's the tournament of stamina today. You know the prince would never miss that. The fellow invents new strategies of self-defense every year to show off during the games. Don't you recall last year when he entered the ring unarmored and after 20 minutes of fending off 6 bladesmen, left the games without a scratch? He dedicated that bout to his late mother, Queen Amadetha." "Yes, I recall. He's no friend to me or you, your highness, but you must give the man his due respect. He moves like lightning. You wouldn't think it of him, but he always seems to use his awkwardness to his advantage, to throw his opponents off. Some say he learned the style from the orcs to the south. They say he learned from them how to anticipate a foe's attack by some sort of supernatural power." "There's nothing supernatural about it," said the queen, quietly. "He gets it from his father." "Mantiarco never moved like that," Vakken chuckled. "I never said he did," said Potema. Her eyes closed and her teeth gritted together. "The pain's returning. You must fetch the healer, but first, I must ask you one other thing. Has the new summer palace construction begun?" "I think so, your highness." "Do not think," she cried, gripping the sheets, biting her lips so a stream of blood dripped down her chin. "Do! Make certain that the construction begins at once, today. Your future, my future, and the future of this child depend on it. Go!" 4 hours later, King Mantiarco entered the room to see his son. His queen smiled weakly as he gave her a kiss on the forehead. When she handed him the child, a tear ran down his face. Another one quickly followed, and then another. "My lord," she said fondly, "I know you're sentimental, but really—" "It's not only the child, though he is beautiful, with all the fair features of his mother." Mantiarco turned to his wife, sadly, his aged features twisted in agony. "My dear wife, there is trouble at the palace. In truth, this birth is the only thing that keeps this day from being the darkest in my reign." "What is it? Something at the tournament?" Potema pulled herself up in bed. "Something with Bathorg?" "No, it isn't the tournament, but it does relate to Bathorg. I shouldn't worry you at a time like this. You need your rest. My husband, tell me." "I wanted to surprise you with a gift after the birth of our child, so I had the old summer palace completely renovated. It's a beautiful place, or at least it was. I thought you might like it. Truth to tell, it was Lord Vakken's idea. It used to be Amadetha's favorite place." Bitterness crept into the king's voice. "Now I've learned why." "What have you learned?" asked Potema quietly. "Amadetha deceived me there with my trusted war chief, Lord Thone. There were letters between them, the most perverse things you've ever read, and that's not the worst of it." "No?" "The dates on the letters correspond with the time of Bathorg's birth, the boy I raised and loved as a son." Mantiarco's voice choked up with emotion. "He was Thone's child, not mine." "My darling," said Potema, almost feeling sorry for the old man. She wrapped her arms around his neck as he heaved his sobs down on her and their child. "Henceforth," he said quietly, "Bathorg is no longer my heir. He will be banished from the kingdom. This child you have borne me today will grow to rule Solitude. And perhaps more, said Potema. He is the Emperor's grandson as well. We will name him Mantiarco II. My darling, I would love that, said Potema, kissing the king's tear-streaked face. But may I suggest Uriel, after my grandfather the Emperor, who brought us together in marriage? King Mantiarco smiled at his wife and nodded his head. There was a knock at the door. My liege, said Mountvacan, His Highness Prince Bathorg has finished the tournament and awaits you to present his award. He has successfully withstood attacks by 9 archers and the giant scorpion we brought in from Hammerfell. The crowd is roaring his name. They are calling him the man who cannot be hit. I will see him, said King Mantiarco sadly, and left the chamber. Oh, he can be hit all right, said Potema wearily, but it does take some doing. Oh, she is so evil. Argonian Account Book 1 we have already read, so let's move down these stairs. Well, I was going to say maybe the basement hasn't respawned, but those Imperial bows weren't there. The skeevers have stayed dead. The shelves have not refilled. Although, it seems 2 of the sacks have. Drainage chamber's still empty. Let's go this way and check things out. So as you can see, it's worth clearing it twice, not only just for skill gain, but the chest that was here is gone. There was at least 1 other chest, maybe 2 outside that had disappeared, and new chests have appeared inside. You don't want to miss any of them. Nobody likes being over-encumbered, but I think it's probably faster, especially with the horse outside. We'll be able to just head back to Whiterun as soon as we're done. So we're circling back up to the kitchen now. Agnes should still be there. Nothing will have changed with her. What I don't know is if there's also going to be a soldier. There isn't. The kitchen seems not to have respawned at all. Which is fine, I suppose it's just Agnes's little area. We'll still check containers. I think it pays to be thorough. She's in here asleep. Oh, things are a little bit different. Looks like they requisitioned her some new brooms. That was nice of them, he says as he swipes them all. And that just leaves the upstairs. Let's go take a look there right now. We already killed the soldier that was in here. Remember, he came to join the fight in the barracks. Now, this still looks like a mess hall, although like the rest of the fort, it's been cleaned up considerably. Somebody upstairs heard us, that's fine. Here's the passage back to the prison again. Nothing seems to have changed in here. No doubt that soldier's on his way. At the top of the fort, there will be a fort commander. I'm not sure if it's just a title or if he actually is stronger than the other soldiers. We will find out soon enough. So we've cleared out everything except his chambers. Sounds like he got stuck somewhere.
Damn you.
Well, he isn't any stronger. Sure, no.
No.
Well, this room has changed. The podium is still there, but now it's almost arranged like a briefing room. In fact, I'd imagine that's what we're intended to believe it is. We'll give the commander the same little treatment we've given all his men. And in 10 days, the Empire will restaff this place. It'll be like we were never here. Now, there are a couple new bits of correspondence. Soldier's request. A note. Commander, you've got to do something about Agnes. The old bat keeps coming into the barracks in the middle of the night and straightening up. How are we supposed to be alert on watch when she's knocking things around and muttering to herself and keeping us from getting any sleep? And she keeps taking all our gear and putting it on the shelves, but she mixes them all up. What if there is an attack and we can't get out the door in time because we can't find our own boots? I know you feel bad for the old lady, but if you can at least keep her out of the barracks, we'd all appreciate it. Oh, I meant to take it. Oops. The fact there's still blood on my sword is a nice touch. And here is another one. Complaint letter. No, listen here, you muttonhead. I've told that lot of ill-trained whelps you call soldiers time and again about tracking in mud all over the fort, and what do I find all over the mess hall? The biggest mud pile I have ever seen. I want you to order them to wipe their feet off on the hay before tromping in. That's what it's there for. Oh, and another thing. Those bear traps you gave me for the skeevers in the cellar? Useless. I've had those down there for weeks and caught only one of them, and the rest keep coming back. Get some of your men down there to clear them out. Unless, of course, you like finding skeever hair in your dinner, because I can always stop picking it out for you. Agnes. Anything in the podium? Nope. You'll notice that the boss chest is gone. But there's a new one in here. Elven gilded armor. Now that's pretty good, but the glass armor we have at home already is better. Here's another one of those war maps, an orcish mace, and a new boss chest. I already know bound sword. But still, pretty good. Alright, let's head out of here. Offload, craft, call it a video. So not only does this game have a boatload of explorable locations, but there are more than one where it's actually fruitful to explore them at least twice, sometimes more often. Like, if I were going to side with the Stormcloaks in the Civil War, the Stormcloaks would take this fort, the layout would change again, and it would be worth clearing a third time. And there are some forts where that'll actually happen. In Stormcloak territory, our first clear will be bandits, our second clear will be Stormcloaks, and then, when I finally do the Civil War, the Empire will take over. There are also several dungeons, although I don't think we've found any yet. There are several dungeons besides military forts that you can clear outside of an associated quest and during an associated quest, and the layout of those places also changes dramatically. Just a lot of exploring. And the personality changes. I mean, if you didn't clear the fort twice, you'd never find those neat little notes back and forth with the soldiers and poor Agnes. But I think I'm rambling a little bit. I love a game where there's so much to do. And the only thing I noticed in Elder Scrolls Online that I didn't like is that it was huge and there was lots to do, but none of the areas had quite the depth that they have in Skyrim. And I know a lot of people complain about Skyrim lacking depth, but compared to Elder Scrolls Online at least, every area feels unique and has a lot of personality. And I actually heard, my fellow beta testers kept saying that Elder Scrolls Online was dramatically deeper than most other MMOs they had
Bows
played.
and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
I feel like my decision never to get into World of Warcraft or any of that garbage was vindicated. Oh yeah, we got bows, we got swords, we got daggers, whatever you want, broski. No way he can afford the Elven Gilded Armor, but he can't even really afford the Imperial stuff. I have anything you'll take for 2 gold? Yes! And I even have a few zeros in the form of these potatoes. Am I still over encumbered?
Thank you very much for your
Yes. But not by much. I just gotta offload that armor. I can do that with Adrian. I'm assuming it will be 8 o'clock in-game by the time I make my way over to her. I've decided I'm gonna stop
I don't
sneaking
claim
around the
looking
city.
to protect yourself or deal some damage.
I'm not getting very much experience at all, and it's too slow. Most of the bulk of my sneak experience is coming from the sneak attacks on my resurrected corpses, so I'll just keep doing that. Oh!
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
I wondered where the Elven Gilded Armor was. It had a stolen tag, along with the Orcish Mace.
Can I help you?
They were the only things that did, but they were there. That's why nobody even wanted to buy them. Okay. That makes sense, actually. Let's get in here to the smithing cupboard. I don't think I have anything to drop off there. No equipment upgrades, and no good stuff. So, we're already done offloading. Let's go visit Bellathor. Oh, we weren't quite done offloading. We still had, what's the word I'm looking for? Stolen stuff.
Got something for just about everybody. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. You will also take all of these clothes. And we thank you for that. Hold off on potions until we get to Arcadia. Or until I've sold him everything else. Of which I must admit, there isn't that much. Okay.
Do come back.
Now let's go drop off our stolen stuff. And then we'll do the new improved speedier crafting session like last time. Check Lucia's chest, of course. Nothing inside, that's fine, just fine. Anything I'm still carrying now is stolen, so that would be the Orcish Mace, the Elven Gilded Armor, and nothing else. Alright.
Honored to see you again.
Step 1. Buy materials.
I help the finest weapons and armor.
Dwarven metal, yes. Ebony, yes. Iron, yes. Iron ore, yes. Leather, yes. Leather strips, absolutely. Silver ore, yes. Steel, yes. Wolfbirth, you're up.
Welcome to The finest weapons and armor.
He doesn't seem to have a separate merchant chest this time, like he's supposed to. That's okay. Let's get all the spare stuff out of here. That would be the... not the ebony. In fact, we offload ebony. But everything else, the extra firewood, the garnet, extra strips, and the iron ore. Ingredients. And that's it. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's go visit Bellathor, then Arcadia, then Farengar, then Yorland. Then we'll be ready.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you... I'd even take a look.
I think I've already looked and noticed that he didn't have anything, but soul gem, ebony, goat hide, soul gem, gem, pelt, silver ore, pelts. Those are all useful.
Remember,
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
How about you, Arcadia?
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look... Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Ingredients
Come
are
back
always
anytime
useful.
if you need a remedy.
Don't leave. What can I do for you?
That leaves us with Farengar and Yorland. Heck, let's really speed it up. Whee! Take advantage of that stamina pool I've been building.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic?
What you
It
got?
seems this damp. Take a look.
All right.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winter.
And Yorland, and then we'll be ready. I'm really looking forward to smithing being done, because I hate chopping firewood. That's the extreme tedium. That and worrying about which ore to transmute and which not to.
Got a lot of steel to shape.
Why did you stop? Get your butt up there and get to work. I need to buy your stuff. I still wonder why Adriana and Ulfberg were sharing a merchant chest, even though she was outside and he wasn't. It's apparent I was buying out of his when I talked to her.
Gods be praised.
So what I haven't managed to do is buy out of hers. So, need to work on that, I guess. Dwarven metal, iron, leather, and orichalcum are all useful. 77 speech. That's good. Well, let's try Adrian one more time.
Got some good, the finest weapons and armor.
Yep, nope.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Just seems like I can't get to her merchant chest, which is okay. So let's go throw on the warrior stone out here at the Guardians. Let's return to Whiterun and become well rested.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. You're...
Uh-oh. What's going on?
We've got some... Take a look.
Let's try one
Good
more
doing.
You met
time.
my father? I helped my father. Looking to protect yourself? Stay sharp.
I was gonna say, let's try one more time to get at
You think
Adrian's
the council might...
merchant
I'm
chest.
waiting.
I can't see.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Can't quite see what she wants to do. She's behaving oddly. So let's put away the one ebony ingot. Let's rest till 8 a.m.
Honored to see you again, my friend. Honor to you. Honor to you.
I'm just trying to get into that last merchant chest. And if it gets to be the morning and Adrian still won't sell to us, I'll just give up and craft with what I have.
Honor to you.
Last one. And we're done. Good.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Breathe is a big...
How about you get out of the way and let me check out your chest here. And it turns out to be empty. Of course. Alright. Well, we are now well rested and ready to go. Adrian isn't even out here. What the hell is going on? Here she comes. Oh, that goat hide's not doing me any good, so I'll put it back while I wait for her to figure out her deal.
I trust you're not planning any trouble.
Shut up, Lydia. This is my house.
What can I do for you, friend?
Here, let me cipher out my gems. All I have is a garnet and a ruby. So what I
You're
need
someone who can
is
get things done. I like that.
2 silver ingots. And then if we're going plain on everything else, without gems, gold is better than silver. So I'll turn one of these 9 ores into silver, and the rest will go all the way up to gold. Which is easier, actually. It means I don't have to track things, you know.
Got some good piece. I don't...
Are you
the
done
finest
failing?
weapons and armor.
Nope.
Don't
Their
forget to
merchant
check inside
chests
the
have
shop.
linked
if you
up
need
for
anything.
some reason. Alright. rest of this is turning gold.
Have you met my father? He's a
But
steward
we'll
at
start
the
with
Dragon's
leather.
Reach.
Oh, I need to... I have 35 leathers, but I need to... 35 and 50. 34, 54, 33, 58. 32, 62. 31, 66. That's where we'll
I help
stop.
my father.
The bracers. Put away the extra strips. Then I'll tally
What
how
are you
much
looking
firewood
at?
I need.
I'm not afraid of you, you know. Boys, girls, dogs, elders.
Alright. 6 plus 41 is 47. Plus 8 is 55. Plus 15 is 70. Minus 1 is 69.
There's nobody I won't fight.
Time to get
I
started.
don't fight Lars no more. If that's
You
what
hate
you're
it,
worried
and I hate it, but it needs to be done. Sigurd is occupying that one, so we'll have to go a little farther up to this one. Here goes nothing.
Hey,
67.
himself.
65. 63. This is the bottleneck now, doing this crap. 61. 59. 57. 55.
Just browsing, or were you looking for something particular? Funny you should ask. I'm in the market for a new locket.
53.
Something in polished silver, maybe. Big enough to hold, say, a folded up letter. Ah, I see. I
51.
know just what you need. I don't have anything like that here now, but my dear lady, we could make you one right quick. When I get home, I'll have him start off by the way. How about
49.
you pick it up in 3 days?
Oops.
Perfect, my dear. Absolutely perfect. I'll see you then.
$47.
And baubles for sale. All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
45.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady. All crafted by
43.
the great Eorlund, Greymoor himself.
41. 39.
All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
37. 35. 33.
Trinkets for your good lady, all crafted by the great Aorlan, Greymoor himself.
31.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
29. 27. Alteration to 60. Holla.
Tiny trinkets for your
25.
all crafted by the great Aorlan, Greymoor himself.
23. 21.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
19. 17.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady, all crafted by the great Aorlan, Greymoor
15.
himself.
Getting close now. 13. 11.
By the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
9.
'Shiny trinkets for your good lady, all crafted by the great
7.
Orlan, Greymoor himself.
5.
'Bits and baubles for sale,
3.
all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
1. And...
Shiny trinkets for your
done with 1 extra.
all crafted by
Alright,
the
let's make our way back
great
down
Orlan,
now.
Greymoor himself.
Do you get to the Cloud District very
Come
often?
to chat with an old
What am I saying?
Do your good deed for the
Is
day.
that my last ore? Nope, got 1 more.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Let me just make sure I'm still well rested. I am not. Uh-huh. Wait, didn't it say Father's Love, though?
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even if you are my enemy.
Why don't I have well rested if I,
work
do
for
have
Bellefonte
Father's
at the
Love?
general goods store.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's see if I can fix that. Put away my 1 extra firewood while I'm here. Yeah, should definitely be well rested. And I don't know why I'm not. And now I'm concerned. And I'm done transmuting, so I can switch back to Mage Light. Okay, come on. Well rested.
What do you need, my...
And Father's Love. There it is. How bizarre. And I just thought of something else, too. Actually. There's no reason for me to be hoarding a heavy armor shield, because
Honored to see you again,
I'm
my
planning
friend.
on finishing heavy armor before I ever start working on block. So, I'll just sell the heavy shield and just stick to my light one.
Papa!
Now, we are ready to begin. Let's sell Adrian that shield on the way to the forge.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. I don't claim. Take a look.
Just take that.
Don't
As usual, I'll start with my lowest gainer and work my way up. Smithing to 74. All up. 75. 76. Orcish is not as good as Dwarven, so I'll do Orcish next. And Dwarven. 77. And don't forget, I've got jewelry still. I think I've gotten all my silver ingots already, so let's just make my full gold. And let's make our jewelry. Start with the plain gold rings. 2, 3, 4. Then a silver garnet. Then a silver ruby. Now we're ready to
have you met
enchant.
my father?
I don't think I'm carrying any extra stuff, am I? No, good. So let's go throw on the Mage Stone. Do some enchanting. I anticipate smithing will get to 80 in the next session. Means we'll be able to use those ebony ingots we've been hoarding. For now, just put on the Mage Stone, head right back to Whiterun.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
We'll go inside and rest until daytime. Mainly because I don't want to deal with any vampires.
Can I help you?
And since we're going up to Dragon's Reach, we're at a high
You're
risk.
home.
Oh, shit.
Can I get a few gold to spend?
No.
Oh.
But her chest is respawned. A couple of useful ingredients. Some empty soul gems, and 3 Jazzbay grapes. You know what that is good for? I only needed 2 more, so Jazzbay grapes are off the list, and I can, in fact, hold on to one of them
Braith has a big meaning.
and use it in
He keeps telling
potions.
Lars and me what to do.
Cool.
I don't want to play with her anymore.
Alright, let's put those last 2 Jazzbay grapes away. And let's rest until daytime. She also gave us a couple of empty lesser soul gems, which will definitely come in handy.
Honored to you.
Alteration goes so slow. But it goes. I don't have to use it in combat to do it. That's something, for sure.
Honored to you.
spears. 3, 2, 1, and done. To Dragon's Reach we go. For to enchant some stuff. Things are gradually disappearing off the list.
It's a fine day.
Let me tell you what I still need to find for various quests. I need 1 more flawless sapphire. I need 5 flawless amethysts. I need 10 Dwemer cogs. We will not find those until our first Dwarven Ruin, and then we'll probably find all 10 right away. I need all 9 of the Dragon Priest masks. Croesus, Vokun, Volsung, Nakreen, Otar, Hevnorak, Morokai, Ragat, and a wooden mask. Now, I need some stuff I can only find on Solstheim. 5 Netch Jelly, 50 Rickling Spears, 10 Stalrim, and 10 Scathe Raw. I need 4 Amulets of Arcay. I need the book The Last Scabbard of Akrash. I need the book The Mirror.
Smile on you, friend.
I need 23 saber cat teeth, 68 goat horns, 16 glass, 3 large antlers, 6 slaughterfish scales, 3 amulets of Dibella, 2 amulets of Mara, 2 amulets of Talos, 28 dragon scales, and 30 crimson Nirnroot, which I won't find until much later. Anyway, my most valuable item is the silver ruby ring. Let's throw Fortify Sneak on it with the best soul gem I've got. Next is Silver Garnet, and now we'll work our way through the plain gold. Enchanting to 71. Enchanting to 72. Yay! Enchanting to 73. Glorious.
Its use is the damnable confidence. Everyone's passion.
Last is alchemy. Then the big offload. So, by now, you know the drill. We go put on the Thief Stone. We go back to Whiterun. We get ourselves well rested.
Who can get things done. I like them.
And I'll just get the wait over with now.
You lost?
We'll go till 8 a.m. before we make the potions. That way we won't have to do it in the middle of the offload. Like we had to do last time. $12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And done. Alright.
What do you need, my thing?
Let's head out of here. First thing we can do is sell the leather bracers to Adrian, because we did not end up enchanting any of
Got
them.
some good pieces. Looking to protect yourself? Or deal
And
some
even if we
damage?
did, I'd still want to sell them to her. I'm not even quite sure why I said that. Alright,
Don't forget to check
now
inside
we're going to
the shop
go
if you need
make
them.
our potions, and then we will begin the offload. And then we will be done. I will call it a video and wish everyone a happy American Thanksgiving.
All crafted by the best.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find
Alright,
what you're
let's
looking
peek at the inventory,
let me know.
see what we've
for.
got.
You might have it stored away.
I have 2 bee, 3 blisterwort, 11 blue butterfly wing, 1 butterfly wing, 1 canis root, 1 dwarven oil, 1 ectoplasm, 1 frost salt, 1 giant's toe, 3 hawk feathers, 1 jazzbay grapes, 1 nightshade, 1 Nordic barnacle, 2 pine thrush egg, 11 purple mountain flower, 1 red mountain flower, 1 river betty, 155 salt piles, 2 snowberries, 36 tundra cotton, and 3 wheat. Alright, let's make some potions. First up, Giant's Toe River Betty Wheat. We've made that one before. It's exceedingly profitable. Next, Blue Butterfly Wing Ectoplasm Nightshade. A lot of new effects there because we have never used Nightshade before. So Ectoplasm, we got Damage Health. That's the second effect on it. There are 2 more to find. We got 3 effects on that Nightshade. Damage Health, Fortified Destruction, and Damage Magicka Regen. Only 1 effect left to find on Nightshade. Neat. What's next? Dwarven Oil, Jazzbay Grapes, Red Mountain Flower. Got 2 brand new ingredients in there, and we got 3 effects on each of them. So on Dwarven Oil, I got Weakness to Magicka, or Weakness to Magic, Restore Magicka, and Regenerate Magicka. That's 3 out of 4. 1 effect left to find on Dwarven Oil. As for Jazzbay Grapes, we learned Weakness to Magic, Fortify Magicka, and Regenerate Magic. And Regenerate Magicka. Again, 3 out of 4, only 1 effect left to find. Next potion. Canis Root, Hawk Feathers, Purple Mountain Flower. Next. Pine Thrush Egg, Purple Mountain Flower, Snowberries.
I sell cures for all.
Next. Frost Salts, Hawk Feathers, Purple Mountain Flower.
And I'll be happy to serve you.
Next. Hawk Feathers, Purple Mountain Flower, Wheat. Next. Bee, Purple Mountain Flower, Wheat. Next. Butterfly Wing, Nordic Barnacle, Tundra Cotton. Hey, we got a new effect. For Nordic Barnacle, we got Damage Magicka. That's only the second effect. We still have 2 more to find. Next potion. Blisterwort, Blue Butterfly Wing. And last is Bee and Purple Mountain Flower. Barely over the line, alchemy increased to 91. Cool. Alright, time to sell off. And we now know how that's done. Quickly. I love it.
What do you need?
And we don't need to reset anyone on the first
So
go-round.
you're interested in my potions
We'll
and
just
ingredients?
start with Arcadia. The only thing left I'd be interested in is slaughterfish scales. Unless she reveals that she does in fact sell saber-cat teeth. And I don't think that's about to happen.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Let's go see Bellathor now.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
And we will reset him. But
Everything's...
first, we'll transact.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Nothing interesting there. And nothing interesting there, so let's start by selling him jewelry. Silver ruby ring. I have a gold ring that goes for under 198. I do, actually. Under 122? Yes. Under 46. No, but I think I do have a potion that is that cheap. But I do not have one that goes for under...
Do come back.
Alright, now. The fun stuff. You remember, we quick save.
Help!
Kill him. Quick load.
I'd even...
And retransact. Check that out. Oh, it's so fun. Does he have anything good? No. That's fine. Silver garnet ring. Gold ring. And that's it.
Remember, I'll give you the best...
Let's go visit Arcadia again.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Oh, I will. Quick save. Murder.
What do you think you're doing?
Quick load.
Pardon me. Take a look.
Do you have saber-cat teeth or slaughterfish scales? Nope. 94. Alright, back to
All right,
Bellathor.
then.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Help! I'm being...
This has changed my life, being
You
able
just
to reset their
Oh, a bit of
inventories
this,
like
and a bit
this.
of that.
Amulets, no. Materials, no. Well, let's get back to rings then. That'll do it.
Next time, come see.
Let's go back to Arcadia. I guess there's also an outside
Don't
chance
think you can
Arcadia
barter
could
with
sell
them.
large antlers, but I've never seen her doing that
Got
either.
something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. What do you think you're doing? I have so you're an alchemist then.
Nothing. Let's hold on to that potion and hope that eventually
All right then. Maybe
Bellathor
I'll
will sell
hardly
me
know
something
about
and can afford it. But if not, that'll be okay too.
They say I'll fix them.
And this is all
Let me
done,
know if you see anything you like.
which is going to happen quickly, I might add. We'll be out of here. And we'll really be ready to go past Fort Greymoor next time.
Welcome. Some may call this junk.
Amulet?
Me, I call
Nope.
them treasures.
Materials? Nope. Alright then.
All right then.
We'll sell one more potion to Arcadia, and then the last one to Bellathor, regardless of whether or not he can pay full price, and then we'll be done.
Got something
See
for
how
just about
fast that
everybody in
went?
here.
Ah,
Give a
things
holler
have
if you
sped
have
up
any
so
questions.
much. This is still a miracle to me. Can't believe it
What
works.
do you think you're doing? You look... So you're interested in my potions and
Don't
ingredients?
have to leave the game or anything. Well, she's got nothing, so we'll sell her that potion of
Come
resist
back anytime
frost.
if you need a remedy.
And we'll try Bellathor one last time with my potion of fortify health. And we will drop off our remaining ingredients,
You look tired, friend.
and we will be finished.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler. Any questions?
Quick save. Murder.
Help! I'm being...
Quick load, like it's never happened.
Huh? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
But I have a brand new Bellathor. Brand new loadout. Still nothing. So I'll just take 750 gold for my potion and call it good. Alteration to 61. That's something. 39 ranks to go. But only 9 till the important part. I can top out my magic resistance. And with that, I will practically be impervious to frost. The maximum damage resistance of any kind from any source is 85%. I'll be at 30 for all other magics and 80 for frost resist without any gear at all, which is pretty neat. Anyway, let me make sure I'm not toting anything else.
I do for you, friend.
Let's refresh the well-rested bonus, and
Grace
head
is a
back out
big-
into the woods, and we will be finished.
Meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore.
And we will still sneak through the wilderness, because that, I think, is still productive. I've noticed several skill ups while creeping around in the woods. I've noticed virtually none while creeping around in town. Well, as soon as this loads up, go to the road and point ourselves in the right direction. So our next stop, this branch of the road leads up to Dustman's Cairn, the site of our trial for the companions. There are still, I think, I want to say, 3 other locations to explore on that road between here and there. But we're going to start making our way that direction. Let me move up to the boundaries of prior exploration, which is just the back of Fort Greymoor. Right here looks good. In fact, I can see where I harvested a couple of plants. I'm going to stop right here and call it a video. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. Next time, we're going to move up the road, explore between here, and I think my next location is the cave called Redoran's Retreat. So, have a wonderful American Thanksgiving. It'll be a couple of days before I record another one, but you probably won't notice because I have a big upload backlog. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.